Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Cars on Ride. Today we're looking at something a bit different from the usual SUVs and saloons, the all-new 2025 Suzuki Carry Truck. If you've ever wondered whether a tiny, no-nonsense work truck could actually make sense on UK roads, stick around, because this little workhorse might surprise you. I'm going to walk you through what the 2025 Carry brings to the table, why it's so useful for business owners, tradespeople and urban operators in the UK, what it's like to drive, and whether it's worth considering as a clever, low-cost, low-footprint commercial vehicle. To start with, the Carry's appeal is simple, it's compact, incredibly practical and designed around doing a job rather than looking flashy. The 2025 model keeps that ethos but tightens it up for modern buyers. From the outside it's clean and purposeful, a short wheelbase, a flat load bed with fold-down sides and a design that makes loading and unloading genuinely easy. You can park it in spaces a normal van would never fit, and that's a big deal for couriers, market traders, gardeners and small builders who spend a lot of time in tight town centres. The bed is low to the ground, the sides fold down fully, and there are plenty of tie-down points so you can strap down pallets, plant trays or tools with confidence. For anyone who moves small but frequent loads, this layout is exactly what you want. Step into the cab and you'll find the Carry is practical rather than plush, but that's the point. The seats are designed for durability and comfort during a long working day, you get a sensible driving position with good visibility thanks to the upright stance, and everything is placed where you need it. Simple dials, easy to use stalks and a basic infotainment option on higher trims. If you need smartphone mirroring, Bluetooth and a couple of USB ports, you've got that. But the interior is built to be cleaned, to take a bit of wear and tear, and to keep working. In short, it's a tool rather than a lifestyle statement, and for many buyers that's exactly what they want. Underneath the bonnet, the Carry's philosophy is economy and reliability. Suzuki has historically chosen small, efficient engines for this class because the need is low running costs and longevity, not outrageous power. For the 2025 Carry expect a choice of small petrol units optimized for low fuel use and low maintenance, and in some markets Suzuki is expanding powertrain options to include mild hybrid or fully electric variants, something that will be increasingly interesting for UK operators who work inside low emission zones. The exact options available to UK buyers will depend on imports and local dealer choices, but the underlying message is this: the Carry is about frugality. It's the kind of vehicle that will chew through urban miles without making your fuel bills scream. Driving the Carry around British streets is an exercise in practicality. Its short wheelbase and tight turning circle make it a delight in town. You can turn in narrow lanes, reverse into awkward loading bays and weave into tight parking spaces that swallow larger vans. The steering is light and the visibility from the cab is excellent. You're sitting high enough to see over curbs and low enough to keep that sense of manoeuvrability. On the motorway it's predictable rather than brisk. You're not buying a Carry for high-speed cruising, but for urban runs and short-haul trips it's absolutely spot on. The suspension is tuned for load carrying so it copes well with the kind of potholes and rough surfaces you'll find on secondary routes, and if you go for a version with four-wheel drive the extra traction is useful for farms or rural work. Practicality extends beyond the bed. Storage in the cabin is sensible, there are shelf areas and glove box space for paperwork, a place for a clipboard or a tablet, and cup holders that actually hold things while you're on the move. Many tradespeople will appreciate the optional modular racks and lockable toolboxes that can be fitted neatly into the bed, making the Carry a rolling workshop for small jobs. The payload is modest when compared with larger vans, but in real terms it's perfect for light loads, small deliveries, plant and landscaping jobs, mobile services and city trades where the number of trips matters more than the size of each load. Let's talk running costs, because this is where the Carry really shines. Insurance for a small commercial K-style truck is usually lower than for a larger van, servicing is cheap and parts are widely available thanks to Suzuki's global footprint. Fuel use is low thanks to the small engine and sensible gearing, and if you opt for a mild hybrid or electric derivative the savings can be significant, especially in stop-start city traffic where electrification really helped. For small businesses, the math here is straightforward. Lower acquisition and lower day-to-day running costs mean faster payback and less stress managing overheads. Maintenance is another part of the Carry story. These trucks are designed to be simple, reliable and easy to work on. That means fewer costly surprises and an ownership experience that's appealing for a small business owner who wants to keep downtime to a minimum. For farm use or for contractors, that simplicity is gold. You can often do minor jobs yourself, and local garages are very familiar with the mechanical layout, so servicing doesn't require specialist shops in most cases. Safety has understandably improved on the 2025 Carry versus older models. While this isn't a heavy-duty commercial van with an abundance of driver aids, Suzuki has introduced modern basics as standard. ABS, stability control and multiple airbags are common, and higher trims often get a reversing camera and parking sensors, which are incredibly useful in an urban setting. Some versions may offer more advanced safety suites, lane assist or autonomous emergency braking, especially if the model is aimed at fleet customers. From a UK perspective, having a tidy safety package keeps operators on the right side of highway regulations and provides peace of mind when you're doing repeated urban runs. One of the things UK buyers quickly fall in love with is the Carry's footprint. The narrow width and short length make it feasible to use in places where even a small van is awkward. Narrow terraces, market rows, farm gateways, congested town centres. This truck fits where a larger vehicle simply won't. That compact footprint also means easier parking at depots or at home, which is a real quality of life improvement for people running small operations. And because it's small, it's less intimidating to drive for those who are used to cars rather than big vans. There's also a lifestyle angle that's quietly grown here in the UK, the mini camper and conversion scene. The Carry's flatbed and modularity make it a brilliant base for light camper conversions. Think roof tents, slide-in kitchens, or minimalist micro-camper modules that give you a mobile base for weekend hobbies and country breaks. For urban dwellers who want a weekend escape vehicle that's easy to park during the week, or for market traders who want a pop-up unit that doubles as a tiny camper during events, the Carry is surprisingly versatile. Customization is straightforward and affordable. A wooden bedliner, a lockable box and a pop-up awning turn the Carry into a multi-use tool in short order. From a business perspective, the Carry is ideal for last-mile delivery, florists, mobile repair services, local councils, landscapers and small-scale hauliers operating short routes. Its low emissions profile, small size and cost efficiency make it attractive in tender processes for local authority work and community contracts where smaller vehicles are preferred. For markets and street food vendors, a properly kitted Carry is a neat, nimble platform that helps you reach dense customer areas quickly. On the topic of environmental zones and regulation in the UK, the Carry's small engines mean it's often easier to keep within emissions limits, and if you choose an electrified model you can avoid congestion charges and ULEZ fees completely. That's a growing factor for businesses based in cities like London where operating costs are tightly influenced by these zones. Moreover, the option of a plug-in or electric Carry, if available to UK operators, would be especially compelling for any business doing lots of short trips each day. Let's be realistic for a moment, the Carry is not a direct replacement for a Transit or a large box van. It won't suit builders who regularly move large pallets of materials, nor will it be the right choice for businesses that require a big internal volume. What it does offer is frequency-friendly logistics, lots of small trips, easily, cheaply and quickly, plus a lower purchase price and much smaller footprint. For many small enterprises that's a smarter, leaner way to operate. It's also a clever choice for part-time operators who need a dependable vehicle but don't want the expense or hassle of running a full-size van. The driving experience itself is straightforward and confidence-inspiring. You sit higher than a regular car so visibility is good. Controls are intuitive, and the simplicity of the driveline means you're not wrestling with complicated modes or confusing menus. The cabin is functional, ergonomic enough for long days, and the level of refinement on the 2025 model has stepped up compared to earlier generations. Better insulation, a neater dash design and improved fit and finish so the truck feels more modern and less utilitarian. For anyone spending hours on the road, that incremental comfort matters. When it comes to cost and availability, the Carry has historically been a very accessible vehicle. The 2025 model follows that pattern. Competitive purchase pricing, sensible third-party insurance brackets for small commercial users, and low depreciation because the used market for these vehicles is stable among tradespeople and small businesses. If you're buying new through an authorized dealer, there are warranty and fleet packages to consider which further lower the total cost of ownership. For those importing used examples, that's an option too, but the new 2025 model's availability through official Suzuki channels is the easiest route for most UK buyers. So who should consider the 2025 Suzuki Carry? If you run a small local business that needs nimble, dependable transport for frequent short trips, this is a practical, economical choice. If you're a gardener, florist, small caterer, mobile technician or market trader, the Carry offers the right blend of cost, convenience and capability. It's also a sensible secondary vehicle for larger businesses that want a lightweight, low-cost option for small jobs. Finally, hobbyists and weekend campers will find it a charming and practical base for low-cost conversions. In summary, the 2025 Suzuki Carry Truck is a brilliant example of getting more from less. It's compact, robust, economical and utterly fit for purpose for a wide range of UK users. It's not trying to be everything to everyone, it's doing a small number of jobs extremely well. If your operation is built on lots of short trips, frequent loading and unloading, and tight parking, the Carry is an intelligent, cost-effective vehicle to add to your fleet or to rely on as a solo operator. Thanks for watching this look at the 2025 Suzuki Carry. If you've got any questions about how it might work for your business, or if you want to see a specific conversion or fitment featured on the channel, drop a comment below and I'll get back to you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Cars on Ride for more practical reviews and useful automotive advice tailored to the UK market. Until next time, drive safe and I'll see you in the next video.